Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of T&K NoCo Auto Talk. I'm T.
I'm K.
And on today's episode, we have the 2023 Ram 1500 Rebel Night Edition.
It's beautiful. This is the first Ram we've had on our channel since its inception. So we are excited to show you around and tell you all about it.
Yeah, guys, let's dive in. All right, guys, let's take a quick walk around of this Rebel 1500 right here. So we've got an aggressive looking front fascia, front grille area. We've got our LED headlights and daytime running lights. We've got hefty duty tow hooks down here at the bottom, which definitely can come in handy for those tough situations whenever you might need to get someone stuck out of something, if you're out doing some off-roading or something like that. Coming up here to the hood, we've got active vent grills here at the top. We've got our 1500 badging up here with HEMI eTorque that is engraved in there, and the eTorque, of course, is in blue to highlight that it is or has some hybrid capability. As we move along around the side of the vehicle, we've got our blacked out door handles to indicate that this is the night edition. Also black around the windows here as well. I do like this. I'm glad that this isn't chrome, so that way it sticks with that night edition.
Hallelujah.
Unlike on our Expedition Max, that was a stealth that had the chrome belt line. Remember that?
Yes.
So I'm glad to see this is all blacked out as well. Continuing down here to the back, looks like we do have our Goodyear tires wrapped around some 18-inch wheels. So some nice beefy heavy-duty tires. This guy also has a power running board.
Yeah, super chill. Not something you see a lot on a truck like this, so that's
right.
Nice.
Yeah. Definitely handy for stepping in and stepping out of that vehicle because it does sit pretty tall, pretty high. We've got our GT decal here on the side of the bed. Again, I'm not so much of a fan of the sticker decals. This could have been so much cooler, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's a great graphic. I like the way it looks, and with the black contrast, it looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind it so much on this.
Yeah. To each their own. Coming around here to the back, we've got some nice, nicely shaped tail lamps. Also LED. We've got the Ram logo stamped here inside the case here on that tail lamp. And then coming across the back, we've got our dual exhaust. Love me some dual exhaust.
This truck sounds amazing.
Yeah, guys, wait till we turn this on. I'm really excited to hear this puppy roar, so to speak.
I'm so sad to see V8s dying slowly, but I'm so glad that Ram is still. Well, I mean, I guess all of the pickups really have a V8 option, but
yes,
they don't sound quite as good as this one.
Right. Yeah, this sounds really mean. It really, really does. It's so cool. And we've got our Ram logo here on the back. Again, blacked out handle here for your tailgate. So they are really sticking with that night edition, just giving you those black touches, those black accents against the white, which really makes this guy pop. This one also has some mud flaps on it. I think those are nice, some like heavy duty rubber.
Yeah, it's almost like mandatory, especially here in Colorado. It's so dry, kicking up rocks and everything. Like you gotta have mud flaps.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times my windshield has been impacted from rocks flying off vehicles. Not even just trucks. Could really just be anything, to be honest with you. So mud flaps definitely handy to damper that. We do have some big, nice tow mirrors here on this guy too, because this is equipped with the towing package. I do think, Kay, correct me if I'm wrong, and we can always double check this later. Was the towing package a part of the GT trim, or is the GT just has to do with the interior, what's going on inside?
So, yeah, it's the GT is the trim level, so the Rebel is this particular Rebel is based on the GT trim. So it's a sport, and that's really just like an appearance package.
Okay, so copy that. But this is equipped with a tow package for towing. So you got your Class 4 trailering, hitch, and receiver, and everything like that.
Yep, and a 3.92 axle ratio.
Okay,
so
awesome.
It's ready to tow.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, guys. So that is the exterior of this vehicle. Not a lot of really things, a lot of things on here to highlight. Um, we'll have some more features that we can touch base with you guys on when we hop into the interior. But before we do that, let's see what's going on under the hood, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do it. All right, guys. Now we're going to check out and see what is under the hood. We're going to check out this hefty duty V8.
HEMI.
Yes. Check out this HEMI. Man, look at that. Very large engine bay, very large engine. This thing takes up quite a bit of space. We've got, of course, the 5.7 liter V8 HEMI. This guy outputs 395 horsepower at 400 foot-pounds of torque. Kay, tell us a little bit about the eTorque in this puppy.
So yeah, it's got that mild hybrid 48-volt battery that you mentioned. Really just help with towing, efficiency, performance. I mean, it's a big old truck. It's not going to get high, Prius levels of fuel economy, but
Right.
I believe it is 26 on the highway, 20 in the city, and 23 combined as far as fuel economy goes.
Okay. So better fuel economy, better fuel efficiency.
Yes. So obviously, it's gonna still drink gas. It's more like it's not gonna sip on it. It's gonna gulp it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it sounds great. It's they have it in there for a reason. It's gonna help with that towing capacity, which is huge. But yeah.
So I think what we should do here at this juncture is maybe we'll turn it on for a little bit and hear this puppy roar.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, man. Let's check it out.
All right, everybody. So I think we'll start this interior walk around with the whole reason people buy trucks in the first place, and that's a bed. It does have this nice damped tailgate, so you can just kind of pop it open and let it drop without it slamming down. It's got a sprayed-in bed liner, which is really nice. Keeps it nice and protected. It's a 5.7-inch bed, so it is a short bed, but I mean, still very capable. It does have some lighting on the interior with a switch here on the side, on the driver's side. Works when the vehicle's on. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and I do like that it has the tonneau cover on here, so that way you can keep your items nice and secure and keep them dry. So a little bit of privacy and protection goes a long way.
Yeah, it's definitely a must these days, I think.
Yeah, agree.
And then here we are at the back seat. Really nice materials back here. You get full leather with some, I would say, suede accents on the side. The seats are perforated, but they're not ventilated. You do get heated seats back here, which is really nice.
Heated rear seats in a truck. That is awesome. I like it.
Awesome. Since you're there, I'll go ahead and point out the power outlets that you have here. You get 2 USB-C, USB-A, and then a household style outlet. So if you need to charge something larger like a laptop or something, you can do that. Yeah, it's really nice. And these do fold up. So if you need a little extra storage, you can do that. And it's got a nice little divider here. But yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, plenty of storage, very roomy. Even with the seats up, you can put larger items in here that you might not want to go in your bed. And yeah, just plenty of leg room.
Yeah, it also does have these like little hooks for tying stuff down, which is really nice. So lends a little utility in your $60,000, $70,000 truck.
Yes.
Which is really nice. I don't think it's class leading space in the back as far as legroom goes. I think that that hat goes to Ford.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a very close second.
Yeah.
So, and it's very nicely appointed.
Yeah.
So
Very roomy.
the same materials are carried throughout. So the same leather that's in the front, you get in the back, which is not something you see every day. So.
And we've also got looks like some Bluetooth speakers back here, or mics, I should say, and your sound system speakers around the back.
And it doesn't feel like the speaker grills are plastic like you see in a lot of trucks. These are actually metal, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. That's very upscale, I would say.
Yeah, nice for the Harman Kardon sound system.
Uh-huh. So. HK all day.
All right, so that's the back, and now here we are in the front. This is where you're going to spend a majority of your time, so it better be nice, right?
Yeah, better be nice.
So yeah, as you can see, it's got GT printed on the seat backs, which is a nice touch. You get some on the seats. You get a little more of that suede insert on there, which is really nice. These are perforated, and you do get ventilated seats in the front.
Hallelujah!
And then you do get 8-way power adjustable seats for the passenger and the driver with lumbar support.
Amazing.
On the door panels, really nice materials. On the driver's side, you do get 2-person memory seating. You do get power windows, obviously, on all 4 windows, except the front 2 are the only ones that are auto up and down. So keep that in mind. Nice, hefty feeling door handle getting out of the truck, I should say. With a decent amount of storage, you get 2 small cup holders in the door, which is really nice. And then stepping on in, make that dinghy stop. Yeah, it's a really nice place to be. The steering wheel feels nice, and I won't say supple. It feels good in the hands, but not wimpy. You do get nice metal paddle shifters on here. This is a sport after all.
Yes.
I will be using those.
Yes. I bet you're looking forward to the road test.
Cannot wait. It is nice. You do get some physical power or light switches on here on the left of the steering wheel. Controls your fog lights and your brightness. Your emergency brake is here. Your parking brake is here on the left as well as the paddle adjuster. So you can bring the paddles closer or take them further away from you.
Nice.
Steering wheel controls, nice, your typical stuff. You can control the layout of the screen, as well as your cruise control and your adaptive cruise control settings on here as well. Obviously, push button start goes without saying.
Yep.
And then you do have a separate section for your 4-wheel drive controls, which is really nice. 4-wheel auto is probably what most people will leave it in, especially going into the winter months. But you can do 4x2 if that's what you want. Your 4-wheel drive high and low is there as well. Axle lock comes in handy. And then you have your control for your automatic start-stop system, which most people will probably just leave off. And then moving on to this beautiful display, 12 inches of magnificence right here.
Yes, magnificence. I love that word.
It's very quick, very responsive. Uconnect system is one of the best in the business, and that includes some higher end systems as well. You do have physical controls for your HVAC, which is really nice. That it's not all embedded in the screen. You can get to it in the screen if you want.
Yes.
But you don't have to. And then you do have your lane keep assist up here, your your hazard light, sorry. And then this truck indeed will park itself. So that's really nice. We'll have to try that feature out someday.
Yeah, I'm still wary of the self park, but I do know that it's something that's been around for a long time now, and it is effective and can be used when used properly.
Yeah.
They definitely, the sonar, I guess sonar is kind of what they use for that, for the distance. It's amazing what automated vehicle can do.
Yeah,
but
no kidding.
I myself will not be using the self parking feature anytime soon. I like to just do it myself.
Well, and on that note, if you do decide to do it yourself, look at all of the camera angles that you have.
So many options.
Like you can see whatever you need to see.
Yes.
So that's really cool.
And speaking of the camera, not to cut you off there, Kay, but I will say this has really good camera quality, good pixelation there. So nice, clear camera.
Yeah, it's really nice to see. Even on like the smaller cameras on like the mirrors, it's still, you're not compromising quality, which is really nice. Let's see. You do have more trailering controls down here, like your engine braking and whatnot. And then tow haul, your front parking sensors, traction control, rear parking sensors, stuff like that. And then you do down here, they still have an aux cord, an aux outlet, which is interesting to see in 2024. But they have it along with 2 more USB-C and USB-A ports as well. You get a little bit of storage. You do get a wireless charger in this one, which is really nice. Typical shifter, it's not the dial like you see on some Rams. This reminds me, again, of my 2017 Jeep that I have. It's like the same style.
Yes.
Which I like it. It feels good in the hands.
I do enjoy an actual shifter versus the dial, although I've gotten used to the dial system, if you will, but I do enjoy the good old gear shifter like that.
Yeah, for sure. And it's metal. Like, it's cool to the touch and it feels good in the hands.
Yes.
You got your 2 cup holders here, which you can close. It's got this really nice pattern on the cup holder cover. And then if you open this up, you get some storage here, and then even more storage down here, which is nice, with a household style outlet down there as well. And then a little Easter egg, you do have the different generations of RAM imprinted down below.
That's a nice little touch.
Yeah, it's awesome. Good old USA. And then you do have some additional storage here. So yeah, it's one thing you're not wanting for in this truck is storage.
Yeah, plenty of storage.
And then typical glove box.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, and then sunglass holder here. Got your controls for your sunroof down here and the sunshade, as well as the rear sliding window. It's really nice. As well as your emergency response systems and your dome lights and your tailgate control as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for here. You do get that massive panoramic sunroof, which is awesome. I have that in my Jeep, and I usually don't go anywhere without opening that bad boy. So, yeah.
It's nice, especially for a day like today. Now that it's a little bit warmer, we started off a little bit cooler today, but now this is the kind of weather where you like to have that sunroof open.
Yes, it's
for sure.
No head-up display. I hate to see that. And then no digital rearview mirror. So yeah. Obviously, that's a little bit of a disappointment for me, at least. Some people could care less. I'm not one of them. Oh, I think I found another speaker out of the 19 that are in this truck. And then you do have also your sensors and your radar for your driving assist system.
Yeah, this thing has a lot of safety features in it too. So
yeah,
so many that I don't think we can list them all, but they did not fall short on anything regarding driver assistance or safety or any of those features. So
no, I think, like I said before, like you get a lot for your money. When it comes to the RAM.
Yes, it's great value.
The value proposition with the RAM it's almost unmatched in this segment of the so it's really nice.
Really nice.
But yeah, I think it's time to take this bad boy out on the road.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me, Kay.
Awesome.
Let's get it out.
All right, here we are driving the 2023 Ram 1500 Rebel Sport. I want
it. Would you now put this up in your list of top 5 vehicles that you would own?
100%. 100%.
I'm so very impressed to hear you say that about a truck. Never thought I'd hear you say that. I know it's close with the Raptor, but this is like, yeah. This is amazing. I like it.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. I like Stellantis. You know, I'm a huge fan of the products they put out. Obviously, being owned by a conglomerate, the quality can go down because it's all about the money at that point. But I feel like so far they've been able to get Ram, I guess Dodge, back to their roots. You know what I mean? So like performance oriented, stylish, you know, great trucks, and that's what this is. So I would 100% buy something like this.
Nice. That is cool. So happy to hear you say that because I definitely, obviously, would own one of these as well. I actually wanted my first truck to be a Ram 1500, but instead I got my F-150 because I had a hard time finding the one that I wanted at the time. But you know, still some room here for the new generation. So
yeah, I mean, I would buy it for the V8 alone. I mean,
look at that smile, like
then,
a kid on Christmas.
and then on the upshifts, you hear like a little snap, like a little crackle, which is really nice. I'm like, dang, I'll take it. Where do I sign?
Yeah, it is nice. Definitely has the power for sure.
The steering wheel is not power. That's manual tilting telescoping. I don't feel any sort of like, I don't feel like the hybrid system's getting in the way at all. It still feels very mechanical.
Yeah, as I was gonna say, you probably don't even know that it's even there. It's probably more of a passive type situation where it's not something that you really notice when you're driving.
Right. The cabin's nice and quiet. We have all the windows up, no AC or radio on, and it's still very quiet in here.
Yeah, for as loud as that exhaust is, you still get a nice little grumble of that, but it's nothing overpowering or overbearing. It is definitely very quiet in here. Really nice. So I think those, what is it, 19 speakers? Yeah. Harman Kardon speakers definitely come in handy for your sound system. Yeah, no, then you won't hear anything with that. But the ride is smooth. Sitting over here in the passenger seat, don't feel a lot of the nuances per se in the road. So given the larger off-road tires on here, you're not feeling that kind of like wobbly sensation as you're driving.
Yeah, for sure. And I am still getting a lot of feedback from the steering wheel though. Like I feel like I know exactly what the tires are doing. But it's not like intrusive or overbearing. So it's like just the right amount.
Yeah.
It's crazy what you can do when you just invest a little time and money. Yeah, like it goes. Like I just barely put my foot on the gas and we were going. You do still get a nice amount of that V8 rumble inside. This is the kind of truck though, like you start it up in the morning, your neighbors know exactly who it is.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I have some people like that live in my neighborhood. 4:30 in the morning.
Oh no.
That's Joe Schmo, 2 doors down, getting ready to go to work. Yeah. It is loud, that is for sure. It is loud. And I would have to say as well that the hump here on the hood isn't intrusive at all either. It's definitely out of your sight line, but just a little peekaboo pops up there. Give you that little aggressive look to it.
Yeah, this is going in my garage for sure. Nice downshifts. I don't know if this has any sort of like active like rev matching or anything like that. I didn't see anything about that in the research that we did, but it downshifts very well. Seamless shifts, which is nice. Even in automatic mode, the shifts are unnoticeable. It is an 8-speed transmission. I'm not sure if it's still the ZF transmission that you see in a lot of Stellantis products, but it wouldn't surprise me. It drives just like, it shifts, the shifts feel just like they do in my Jeep Grand Cherokee stuff.
Nice.
Very quick steering response.
And I do have to mention, I don't remember if we mentioned this earlier or not when we were talking about the eTorque, but this does have regenerative braking capability. So as you release your foot from the gas pedal, the vehicle is naturally set up to start braking on its own to recharge that 48-volt battery for that hybrid motor.
Yeah. I mean, that to me is just like such a feat of engineering. Like you're capturing energy when you're not doing anything.
Right. Yes.
Like that's wild.
Yes.
Like you stop doing something and you capture the energy from the thing you just did. Like that's wild. It blows my mind.
Yep. Well, and while doing it, your vehicle's already slowing down without you having to actually step on the brake pedal. So, long term, you also would get savings on maintenance for your brakes.
Yeah, look at that.
So that's a win too.
Got some train tracks coming up here.
Yeah, let's see what this feels like going over these guys.
Speed limit is 40. That's what we're doing. Let's see what happens.
Oh, not too
bad.
Yeah, that was actually
that was
pretty uneventful.
Yeah, that was very impressive.
Didn't even feel them.
Man, I could listen to this V8 all day. Takes me back to the old school HEMI commercials. Is that a HEMI?
Mm-hmm. I recall those. We can start K's Ram 1500 fund.
Yeah, it would be cool to like take you all along during that process, that journey.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard I guess that would have been the regen braking.
Yeah, you get that little, I really don't know how to describe it, robotic or mechanical buzz sound, I guess. The little whirring would be the best way to describe it, I think.
Yeah, clearly merging is not going to be an issue.
No, not at all. Yeah, this thing has plenty of power.
It's always such a weird sensation feeling the lane keep assist, like tugging at the steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that would take some getting used to. Every time you put your foot on the brake, a little icon that says eco pops up, and you can really start to feel that the electronics kick in for the regen braking.
Look at that. I bet you barely even touched the brake pedal doing that.
Yeah, it was like, there's not a lot of, I mean, there was obviously some input for me, but
yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a lot. I wasn't like pressing on the brake.
Right,
Just...
right. But that's the great thing about regen. Once you learn how to use it in your particular vehicle, you could essentially, you do your timing right, of course, conditions and everything like that. You could essentially come to a full stop without even really touching your brake pedal at all.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's my first experience with something like that, and I like it. Just a thought on the amount of money you can save on brake maintenance, especially on a big heavy truck like this.
Yes.
Yeah, when you do put your foot on the brake, you can hear the whirring of the motor as it downshifts, which is very interesting. I like it. I think it's very interesting noise.
Yeah, I've noticed that several times now as we've been out driving. Probably a little bit more in tune to it just being a passenger and just listening than if I was behind the wheel. I don't know that I personally would have noticed that right away because my mind would have been focused on the road and everything like that. But yeah, you do hear that. Not a bad thing though.
No, not at all. I mean, and then with let's say it's really hot, and you have the AC blasting, and you got your music on, you won't even
hear it. Yeah. Yeah, I do think the Rebel lineup is probably your most affordable for the value. As you mentioned, you get the most upgraded features than going with a Laramie or a Longhorn or something like that, a limited. Man, I think Rebel is where it's at.
Yeah, especially if you can find a good one on the used market. Like, you're golden.
Yep.
All right, with that, guys, I think we're going to head back to the shop and wrap this up with our final thoughts.
See you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. Well, we just got back from our road test, and I have to say, Kay, that I actually enjoyed that ride, especially sitting there as a passenger. Very comfortable. I felt like I was going to take a nap in those seats.
They are very comfortable, and they're heated and cooled. Like,
hmm
what else do you need? Maybe I guess massaging, but
Yes, massaging would be nice, but we can't have everything.
can't
No.
have everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I love this truck. As far as full size trucks go, I think this was the one for me. And especially, I mean, the V8 alone. I mean, it sounds glorious.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Yes.
And then it rides smooth. It's got these big old knobby tires on
hmm
it, but it still feels roadworthy.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice looking truck.
yeah, I love the black and white. Don't know if I would get the black and white. I would probably get it in like maybe blue or red or something like that.
Sure.
But I do love it. I think this is it.
Guys, let us know what you think about this. If you guys, again, if you guys have one, if you don't have one, you want to get one, you just have some opinions on it. Positive, negative. We just want to know. Comment down below. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, it's also a good way to let us know how we're doing. If you like to see anything specific on our channel, or we should change anything up, let us know.
Yeah.
We
We're
want to
open
make
to
you guys
feedback.
happy. So.
Yeah, we want to make y'all happy for sure.
Yeah. So other than that, I don't have anything else to say other than buy it.
Clearly, he likes it.
Yeah. I guess if you are in the market for a full-size truck and something like a Ram is on your list, I think it should be. This one is available for sale at ClearShift Loveland. So go ahead and look it up and feel free to reach out.
All right, guys. Until next time, we'll catch you on the road.